how did the Crew League get Drake, Jack Harlow, Drewski, Chris Brown, 21 Savage, and countless other superstars to broadcast, play, and attend competitive basketball between artists and their crews? That's what I'm going to talk about and give you guys the truth on how it actually all went down. So the story goes back to right at the heat of the pandemic. It was summer 2020. I got a couple texts through a few friends and one of the founders of the Crew League asking if I would want any involvement because of the platforms that I owned, Hoops Nation, and also my broadcasting background, broadcasting high school events, broadcasting shows with the NBA. Like that. And on my, personal socials, they say to me, we're thinking about doing a tournament with artists and their, entourages playing basketball. And I grew up watching the show Entourage. I grew up watching basketball. This is perfect. I am all in. I'm down. But I don't think it's going to be possible getting all these rappers in the same place at the same time, and I even voiced those concerns to them, like how are you going to get all these people in the same place at the same time during COVID testing and all this different stuff. Originally when they reached out though, they wanted me to host a podcast around it, but I suggested that I do broadcasting because they didn't have a proper play-by-play broadcaster for these games. I knew a little bit of who Jack was, a little bit of who Drewski was, thought they were both amazing and going to be superstars, and
Drewski, I don't know about you, but I love this intensity.
Yeah, Buster.
And I knew a little bit of, some of the other guys that were competing in it, but it was so early. And the way that they got all these people was, the two founders, very well networked, came from the Diddy world. P. Diddy's actually one of the executive producers for the Crew League. And the Crew League lives on Revolt, his network. Seasons 1 through 4 and soon season 5 are actually on airport. They're in airport TVs, they're in hotel TVs, they're in taxis all over the country and probably all over the world too. I just haven't seen it because of Revolt and its distribution. Not to mention the fact that they're on YouTube, and a lot of these episodes have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 million views on these full-length 20-minute episodes, which is really exciting, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But the way that they're able to attract this talent, apart from there being a pretty good prize, 100,000 all up to 250,000 plus some other contests and benefit of the awareness, ability to promote your brands, and all that sort of stuff, and just the fun competitive nature, because it really is battling with your crews on an official stage with referees. Everything's taken care of.
They can't shoot, bro. Don't worry about it.
2-point attempt. Good. What'd you say?
Frank Nitty. And just like that, it's 6-4. This pace is really moving.
Oh, mismatch. Come on, Island.
White guarding him too.
Oh my God.
Nice out this game.
Man, that's why they didn't turn the lights out. They shoot so hard, bro.
Oh, hold on.
Season 1 was in LA at what was Mamba Academy. Season 2 was in LA at this production building that was turned into a basketball court and facility. Really cool. Season 3 was very similar. Season 4 was in Atlanta at Overtime Arena, and season 5 is in, I believe it's State Farm Arena in Atlanta as well. And in terms of getting, some of the hosts, the guys who are behind the Crew League have the craziest eye for talent.
They've got 2 NBA players who have played in the last 5 years on the court at the same time. This one should be over in a jiffy, as they say.
In a jiffy.
Because when you look back at the early seasons, you look at very early on Kid Laroi when he has less than 1 million followers. You look at Jack Harlow, less than 1 million followers. Drewski had just gotten 1 million followers. It's really crazy to think about how far these guys have all come in just that year. And then, just the stars being in it, like the Tygas of the world and the Chris Browns of the world, who's also an executive producer, and he's definitely been helpful in, I'm sure, getting guys to be a part of of it. And then in terms of the other hosts, just keeping an eye out for that talent too. Aiden Ross was a host for season 3, was a lot of fun. And he's probably the highest paid entertainer on a contract in the world. I mean, what's he getting, like $50 million a year to do his streaming? I'm just so happy for him and proud of him too, to see that growth even in a short period of time is really fun. That space is also blowing up too. It's incredible. And 21 Savage played in the Crew League like right when the album with Drake was dropping. Drake came to season 2, Savage was in season 4. I think it's just a combination of the talent at the hosting table, the people that I've been lucky enough to be alongside.
We can get another chair.
We'll definitely get you up out of here, man.
Yo, let's get my man a chair.
And then some of the other folks who are, coming to support, like Drake, who came to watch Chris Brown. Chris Brown won. Sway Lee won season 1. Chris Brown won seasons 2 and 3. Waka Flocka won season 4. Season 5. My lips are sealed. Just go and watch season 5 after this. But it's been a really fun ride, and I'm excited to see where the league goes, the twists and turns that it takes. I've been pushing for celebrity ping pong for a while, like entrepreneurs playing ping pong for charity. That's a twist that I'd love to see on it. Curious what you think in the comment section, or if you have any other ideas around it. The Crew League is really reaching hundreds, if not billions of people, or hundreds of millions of people many times over, because some of these clips have just gone so viral.
G-Bayo for 2. No good. That would have been big. Oh, look at Smoke. Offensive board and lost.
Look at his crack sticking out.
That's good, Smoke. Good D-step.
Lost. Hannah.
That boy's a
What a play.
Hey, that was some
And
terrible.
there are stories behind some of them that, are just kind of funny if I see a little bit of out of context, but it's a lot of fun. I get a kick out of every single one that I see or, sent to me.
Do you guys have any favorite moments from the season so far?
I loved the moment where they were all in the conference room arguing about what they were going to do.
That was it for me.
To paint the picture, in the come back and play the final points.
Just keep going.
Keep going, Buster.
But that all stemmed from the conference room meeting that these guys are alluding to as the favorite moment of season 2.
I don't even think Buster knows what he just said. For real. Buster just gave out that whole presentation you give when your teacher tells you to explain the book you read, and you have no idea what that book's about.
It's really just a lot of fun. But that's the essence of how the Crew League both came to be, happened. There's a ton of people, like we're talking dozens and dozens and dozens of people on every single side that make it happen, especially, the founders and producers and talent who are playing in the league. Really makes everyone else's job quite easy and quite fun in the process. But that's the essence and story of how Drake, Jack Harlow, Drewski, Chris Brown, 21 Savage, Aiden Ross, and countless other stars have ended up in the Crew League. My name is Buster Share. Subscribe for more. This is my YouTube channel. This is where I upload my podcast, among other things. And see you next time.